I'm Wasko, as you've just heard. I'm the new chair of the Canadian Roundtable for Sustainable Beef. I'm pleased to be here today to talk about Canada's sustainable beef priorities. The first question we were tasked with today was to identify our key priority area in regards to sustainability. Well, in 2016, the GRSB completed our first national beef sustainability assessment, and out of those results, we came up with 10 goals. So how can we just pick one? Well, we didn't, but I'm going to pare it down a little bit. We've picked two for you today. The first is grasslands, and the second priority for us in my example today is economics, or what I call producer viability. These are two big areas of pride for us in Canada, but certainly two big challenge areas for us in Canada. I ranch with my husband Barry, who's here today with me, in the province of Saskatchewan. We are located in the northern Great Plains, one of the most endangered ecosystems in the world. And Canadian cattle ranchers are proud stewards of what is left of this ecosystem. I don't need to tell anyone in this room, but grasslands are important for habitat, for water, for carbon sequestration, for flood mitigation, and the list goes on and on. In Canada, the beef industry utilizes 33% of agriculture land and 68% of wildlife habitat capacity within the agriculture landscape. Approximately 1.5 billion tons of carbon are currently stored in the lands used by beef producers thanks to soil carbon sequestration. The GRSB supports projects that enhance habitat quality on beef operations, along with several other initiatives in this area of grasslands conservation. The second key priority for us in terms of sustainability priorities is the economics of the beef industry in Canada, or specifically increasing the financial viability of beef producers in Canada. Depending on the year, Canadian beef is either the largest or second largest agriculture commodity in the country, contributing $22 billion worth to the Canadian economy. But the Canadian beef industry is also a small margin business. Long-term average margins from a 200-head cow operation provides a total annual income of just over $17,000. The number of beef producers in Canada has declined over the past decade more than the number of beef cows, as the industry continues to consolidate as the trend towards fewer but larger herds continues. So needless to say, our strengths are also our challenges. The number two area, the second area that we were asked to talk about today is notable impacts. Where has Canada put rubber to the road, if you will? Last year, Cargill launched their Beef Sustainability Acceleration Pilot. You'll hear more about that in other presentations over the next 2 days. Using the Canadian Roundtable Sustainable Beef's Certified Sustainable Beef Framework, they pulled product through the market, financially recognizing those that participated in the program. So as you can see here, between October and June of this year, over 2.2 million pounds of beef qualified from a source certified sustainable supply chain. It's exciting to see this first supply chain of certified sustainable beef in Canada getting traction. And there's keen interest from other Canadian companies to source beef using CRSB's standards and framework. We are so pleased to have Canadian certified beef available in the market today. McDonald's Canada was the first to use the CRSB's Certified Sustainable Beef Framework logo. So much work went in behind the scenes. Congratulations to all the teams behind this impressive undertaking. We're just tickled as beef producers in Canada to see this on consumer-facing logos. And finally, what's on the horizon for us? This has to be, in our opinion, the projects pillar that, as it feels like we have only just scratched the surface of what can be done in this area. The CRSB collaborates and coordinates projects that foster continuous improvement and that align with the goals identified in our National Beef Sustainability Strategy. Currently, we have one project partnering with a number of beef producer and conservation groups in southern Alberta to work with beef producers to enhance wildlife habitat on agricultural lands identified through the habitat assessments and habitat conservation strategies. To date, work has been done on over 60,000 acres with an additional 70,000 acres planned for 2018-2019. With 110 members of the GRSB, we are excited to tackle our third pillar of work and see what further collaboration can bring to the sustainability of the Canadian beef industry. Thank you so much.